everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is story time. It's been a while since I gave you a story, but this particular story, I'm not really proud of myself. I'm not happy because what was I doing? Really, what was I doing? What? Like, seriously. Anyway, let's get straight away to the story. Now, which year was this? Let me recall. Yes, it was in the year 2019. A girl was working, a girl was dating, a girl had just moved out, and you have all these things and you're trying to put them together, and your brain cannot take all of them together. Gosh, I'm not proud of this story. Well, I'll try to make it short so you can get to understand. I don't want to bore you with so many words and you might be lost in between the story. Yeah, so I was this 20, how old was I? Wait, I'll keep that to myself. Let me say I was in my mid 20s. I was dating a certain guy who apparently wasn't working and had moved into my small space, and I contributed to him moving into my place because I never lived by myself, whether back at home or when I was in uni. I always had a roommate, so this was my first time moving out, and he was living in the same area, and so I kept on telling him, come and spend a night at my place. After 2 days I would miss him because of this love, crazy love I would call it. So he came in, and day by day his clothes used to come in slowly, and before I knew it, he was in, and now we were cohabiting. Can you imagine? By then my salary was like $250 per month, I think. Yeah, which was not really enough for two people. It was only enough for me and not really enough. I was just managing. And now I am living with this boyfriend who is not working, and I'm paying the rent and I'm doing every other thing. And I would even spare some money to spoil him. Crazy me. I was in love. But then, let's say many months down the line, I felt like, no, this is not what I want. This is not what I like. I would like to be treated this way. I would like to experience this kind of things. In my queue, I was very faithful. But a part of me used to suspect him that he was playing me. So now I got a better job. Actually, before I moved out, I was working in a salon. So I got a better job. I can say my first white collar job in the bank, and I was so happy. And at this bank I met someone else, and it was like love at first sight. And so everything was getting on well as we were going on to know each other in the talking stage. And at this particular moment, I was getting tired of my then boyfriend, and I just wanted this relationship to come to an end. And I didn't know how to go about it. So this guy always wanted to know where I live, but I had told him about this, the current boyfriend by then, whom we had not yet cut links completely. So fast forward, there's a time this new guy now, he was actually a cop. I don't know if he is right now, we don't talk, but yeah, he was back then, as much as I remember. He came to my place one day. He didn't spend so much time. I was living with my cousin, a girl cousin, and another friend, because I wanted my then boyfriend to move out. So we couldn't stay like four people in this small room. We couldn't. So this guy came, spent a little, like a few minutes. and left. Then another day he also came, and this day my cousin was not there and my friend had already moved out, so I was with him and we were chilling. And I don't know what happened. This boyfriend of mine came and found this guy, and he was so furious and he called him out, and before I knew it, they were exchanging blows. And actually, this boyfriend of mine was so mad and was hitting this new guy and was questioning me, why are you doing this? And of course I was like, why are you even asking? This is my house. I choose whom to bring and whom not to bring. And so this guy had been hit a big blow. It was a heavy one on his cheek. And of course, out of anger, he just pulled something from his pocket. And get what? Guess what it was? He is a cop, remember? He had a gun. Like, and he pointed this gun on this boyfriend's head. Oh my god, I had never seen a gun in my life. I had only seen it in the movies, in pictures, in videos. But this was it. It was right in front of him. I was scared. The boyfriend went hiding at the back of our. There was an old man who was our immediate neighbor. He asked me, whom are you dealing with these days? Are you dealing with robbers, with thieves? Because he also was surprised. So this thing was really terrifying. Hey, how are you doing? Here is my. So after that happened, of course, it was a terrifying scene. It drew attention. The neighbors came out and I was so scared. The cop had to leave. And this boyfriend also had to leave, and he was so mad at me and I didn't know what to do. And the following day, the then boyfriend had to file a case. Not really filing a case, but he went to report the case at the police station. But luckily, they didn't call me. And the caretaker of our apartment did not call me. So he had reported the other guy who had threatened him with a weapon, and yet he wasn't armed. So you can see how complicated this situation was. It was really not a good one on my side. And so I had to end all of these things. I had to relocate to a different place and of course cut off this boyfriend, and also I had to cut off the other one, of course. But it wasn't easy on my side because now I was losing all of them because I felt scared and I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to share with so many people or my family members, and I was dealing with this issue all by myself. It's not really something to be proud of, and it would have otherwise taken a different route, or maybe I would have ended up behind bars because I was the cause of all of these things. So don't do that kind of thing. It's a bad thing that I did, and I'm not proud of myself either. Anyways, those are some of the lessons that we get to learn while we are young and dating, and you don't know where you're dating, like which direction the relationship is heading. So you need to date with a purpose. Okay? Anyways, if you have watched till this very end, I want to say a very big thank you to you, and please, you can like and share my video. So thank you so much for being here again, and see you again next time. Bye.